Welcome back to SV Blown Away. We've got a bit of a treat in store for you again this week. Some beautiful locations that we've been exploring. And for those of you that didn't watch last week's, why not? And here is a very short review of what happened last week. We are Natalie, Ian and Nelson. Welcome on board. Every week we release a new video. Every week somewhere different. We hope to entertain you. Let us know in the comments below. A nice place to stay though, isn't it?
Is there an airport, like a heliport or something there?
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Stay there. Oi, Sandy, get back here.
We have just left our anchorage. Back there. Quite a lovely little town, forget the name, so I'll put it in the credits at the bottom of the video. One of the boats left with us. They're off over there in the distance. Currently running downwind with the big Genoa, making 4 knots. And we're expecting 25 knots of wind later on this afternoon, so we're hoping to get a little bit of distance done, tuck in behind an island, go back to anchor. So we need that interim period where there's not too little wind and there's not too much wind, which is asking a lot really around here. But we're having fun, it's good sailing. We're managing to sail to most of the places. We haven't been using the engine as much as we did in the Ionian, that's for sure. So yeah, all things considered, life's good. A little wheel monkey.
Where? What's happening?
5 hours to go. Nothing. Typical sailing. It is 90% boredom, 10% terror.
And what's happening right now?
Boredom. Setup.
Yeah.
It's just easy sailing, isn't it?
Yep.
Big Genoa out, running almost downwind. In fact, it's come around to starboard a little bit, but it's like 150, 160. Making 4 knots of boat speed. 4 hours to go.
We just had a discussion about whether, if you were doing an Atlantic crossing, would you rather have 30 days at sea doing 4 knots under headsail alone, or would you rather have like beam reaching, broad reaching, 20 knots and get there a lot quicker?
Can I fly? Was there a fly option?
No.
Now at 15 to 18 knots of wind.
And that's why we didn't put the spinnaker up.
That's why we didn't put the red sail out, because we guessed this would probably happen.
Now, don't think we're cruel and that we make our dog sit in the sun. He just chose to lay there, having moved from the shade on the foredeck. And we also don't tie him into position with lines. He also chose to tuck himself in behind that one. But apparently it's comfortable.
That means double the amount of food on board. We're on the southern end of Chios, and our friends from Lionheart, the J class, have joined us again. We got here first though. Excuse noise in the background, that is Nelson having a drink. So this is the island of Icaria, named after or made famous by Icarus. Icarus was the guy who tried to fly. So he made his wings of wax and feathers and flew too close to the sun. The wax melted and he fell to his death. There's usually some truth to these old stories. I doubt he got close to the sun. That said, there is a heat wave at the moment, so you wouldn't need to get too close to the sun for it to melt. Yes, the island of Icaria. Bit hazy at the moment, and the reason we have this haze is that in Turkey there are a lot of fires. We have a lot of bush fires going on around here at the moment. So I apologise for the poor video quality. It's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about it. It is literally down to all the fires that are burning around us from the heat wave. Hopefully we get some rain soon, because I have not seen rain since April. And it is currently the 4th of August. That is where we're about to transit through there. And then we're going to anchor just there. Thanks to my assistant, Igor.
Hello! Now sleep on a foredeck after a hard day of sailing. And this is the gap that we are just going through at the moment between Fornoy and Theme, I think it's called.
Very small anchorage with very little space. So the last thing you want to see when you come around the corner is that, because it literally has swallowed up the bay. Not too sure why or what or when or how, but there are people staying over there. Could be migrants, I guess. We don't know. Maybe they're just on holiday.
And again this morning the water is so clear. You can check the set of the anchor from the swim platform. We've just spun around, so our chain now goes under the boat before reaching the bow. Good morning!
While we're doing that,
Almost 6 knots under headsail alone.
wow.
Sailing to Patmos.
Patmos. I went to school with a guy called Patmos.
No, you didn't.
I know his brother Steve Moss.
Yeah, we are sailing from Nissos Fornoy down to Nissos Patmos, which is just in front of us. Very leisurely sailing.
Yeah. Incredibly barren landscape up here. Some of the reasons you don't move around here at night time. It's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, okay. 25 to 30 knots outside. Nice and cozy inside. The hell? This is a different planet we've landed on. Well, it's, yeah, that's a surprise. Didn't expect to see this. The bays at the head of the island were just white water. They were just horrible. So we decided to come down here a bit further. We know there's a mooring buoys down here rather than anchoring, but who cares? Look how calm it is. In comparison to what we had, this is paradise. Literally the minute we rock up anywhere, Nelson just goes to the swim platform. He wants out, and it's getting worse. This is quite a pretty little place. We are on a mooring buoy. It is $10 for 24 hours, so we know we're going to be paying for the nose, kinda. But very few places for us to anchor here. Quite tightly packed. There's a ship in the middle, a few gullets around, etc. Yeah, and it's deep water in the middle, kind of screwed. And this is sunrise over a smoke-filled eastern Mediterranean. Very, very hazy start to this morning. There's someone on top of the rock out there, look.
Yeah.
Cool place to climb up. Poor piece. Where are we, Nat?
We are in almost Greeku in Patmos, Nisos Patmos, in the Aegean. It's very beautiful. BA is safely on that mooring buoy and has been for 4 days already.
Sitting out on Meltemi, which seems to have ended today, even though there was a Meltemi in the forecast.
Yeah, the forecast has got it for another week or so.
Yeah, that's nice. Beautiful place. Absolutely stunning location. Very, very pretty place.
And we're on a mooring buoy just over there behind us. And while the weather is completely calm and flat, we're going to razz around the corner to Patmos Scala, which is the main town on the island, and go and get some supplies.
Would you recommend an electric outboard for doing this?
No.
That's why we don't lose our dinghy. 2 lines both of ice splices in. So many people lose their dinghies. I don't get it. You spend all that money on a dinghy and outboard engine, and you tie it with a piece of string to the back of your yacht. Ice splices, people. Ice splice. Why do we use an ice splice, Nat?
Because then you can just hook it straight over the bollard. It doesn't rely on your knots coming undone.
have the ball, because the stick hurts when it hits you in the mouth. It's on camera. I've got evidence now of how mean you are to me. It's the second time you've smashed him in the face with the ball. What do you think, Nelson? Hey everybody, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you hit the little bell icon, you'll get notifications of when the next video is released. And hitting the thumbs up button will also help us in a small way, because YouTube will share our videos with a larger audience. Thank you. Join us next time on Blown Away, when we get to do some exhilarating sailing, and we go off to explore some underwater caves. Possibly some of the bluest water we have ever seen. I've got lots of videos of Nelson's arse, to be fair. It's just not attractive.